Hi guys, and welcome back to episode number 2 of my battle series, The School of Hard Knocks, the cheesiest name out there. Anyway, I've just actually finished recording episode 2. Did a couple of battles, they were really good, and went to put it together to export the file, and realised that I hadn't switched my microphone on for the whole episode, so I'm having to redo it now, which is a bit of a pain, but if you would like to see the 2 battle videos that I did, there isn't any sound there. I can put some backing music to it. Let me know in the comments below and I'll upload it at some point during the week. It'll take me like 2 seconds to do. It's finished, so I can do that for you guys if you're interested in seeing a couple more extra battles, so bonus battles I guess. But if not, not to worry, we'll jump into it now and we'll have a couple more battles, and I've actually got my mic on, so that is the main thing, and you guys can hear my drony voice and my awful commentating through these next 2 videos. As I said yesterday, I am quite new to the whole YouTube video thing, so bear with me as we're going through the videos. I am doing my best, and I think the more I do it, the better I will get at kind of narrating the videos and explaining the teams and the battles and stuff like that. So we're just going to jump on to the battle spot. We're playing the World Championship Series rules, which is the video game championship rules for this season. And the team I'm running, as I said in the last video, is the team I ran at the recent London International Championships. I didn't do too well at the tournament, but I do like the team. I had a really off day at the tournament, but that's just one of those things. So the team I'm going to be running again is Gyarados, Crocodile, Alolan Raichu, Alolan Marowak, Celesteela, and Tapu Koko. And we're just going to jump straight onto the battle spot and hopefully find an opponent pretty quickly. Yeah, I'm really disappointed. There was a couple of really good games. I played, you know, the standard Torkoal Lilligant team, so that was a good match. And then I played quite a similar mirror. So we're going to have a Japanese player at 15-16. He's going to be running a Garchomp, a Pheromosa, a Celesteela, a Gigalith, a Alolan Muk, and a Nihilego. If that's how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it is, but if I'm not pronouncing anything right, again, leave me a comment, tell me, and I'll improve for the next video. So what we're going to do here, I do like Crocodile here a lot, but the Pheromosa puts on a lot of pressure, and the Muk is going to cause my Raichu, Tapu Koko, and Marowak a lot of problems. I'm going to lead the Crocodile because it is good against the Nihilego, the Gigalith. It's great against the Muk. The Intimidate's really nice for the Pheromosa and the Garchomp, so the Crocodile is definitely I'm going to choose that here. I'm going to bring my Raichu and get a bit of fake out support. Let's think what else. Celesteela is obviously really good in this match, and I might bring let's think, Marowak would be good, but I think I'm going to go with Tapu Koko because I'm going to need the electric terrain at some point for my Raichu to take advantage of its Surge Surfer ability. Right, so let's get into the match. And my opponent, when it loads, will lead with... These battle scenes seem to take ages to actually initiate. I'm going to lead off with Crocodile and Raichu, and my opponent is going to lead off with Muk and Gigalith. Okay. I've got to be careful because Gigalith does carry Wide Guard, so I can't just freely Earthquake. but I can Ground Ram Z into that Muk to get rid of it. So I think I'm going to do that into the Muk, and I'm just going to fake out the Gigalith. Stop it doing anything this turn. So let's see how this plays out. Yeah, and there's no protect coming out from the Muk, so I should be able to just get rid of it turn 1, unless it's holding a Shucker or something weird like that. So at least we can clear the field of the Muk straight away. And this is what's so good about having the Tectonic Rage on the Crocodile. It does just absolutely nuke a lot of big threats to the team. Otherwise, Muk is going to be really problematic for me to deal with. I mean, as it is going in team preview, it causes Raichu a lot of problems. It causes my Marowak a lot of problems. It hits my Tapu Koko for really good damage. So it's not the best thing to play with. And when you can just take it out of the equation as soon as possible, it makes the game a lot easier going forward. So he's going to replace the Muk with the Nihilego. So what I'm going to do, I still expect the Wide Guard from the Gigalith. So what I'll do, I'm going to protect my Crocodile just to scout for that, and I'm going to switch in my Celesteela for my Alolan Raichu. And we'll see what the Nihilego is going to go for. Because and there's a Wide Guard, yeah, so like we expected, yeah, makes sense. And the Nihilego has gone for the Hidden Power. I would imagine that's Hidden Power Ice. So, right, what we can do is, I don't know whether to go for, because he's probably thinking I'm not going to Earthquake again into the Wide Guard. So I can I'm gonna go for it, expecting him not to Wide Guard this turn, and I'm gonna Heavy Slam into the Nihilego. Yeah, so he doesn't Wide Guard this turn. I don't think. He's going straight for the attack. So I get the Earthquake off, and I'll do a good chunk of damage to this Gigalith. Yeah, I'm doing about 50%. So he's got the Citrus Berry on the Gigalith, and I wonder what the Gigalith is going to do. So it's going to Stone Edge into my Celesteela. It does alright damage, respectable damage, but I'm just going to protect. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to taunt the Gigalith, and I'm going to Heavy Slam into Nihilego. Because if he keeps the Gigalith in... Oh, here we go. Here's a Z move from the Nihilego. So what is this? Continental Crush. So it's the Rock type Z move. And he's going to be, yeah, targeting the Celesteela. Let's see. It shouldn't kill though. Oh, it might do. It's special, isn't it? No. It does a big chunk of damage though. So we're going to get the Heavy Slam off regardless into the Nihilego, so that's great. Yeah, and that's a clean one shot. The crit. We get the Beast Boost, but I imagine he's going to Stone Edge here and get rid of the Celesteela. So that is fine. I am going to... I'm going to bring in my Tapu Koko here just to get the electric terrain on the field. Yeah, which isn't a bad move at all because then I can get my Raichu in and I can start doing a bit of damage. but I can't freely Earthquake with my Tapu on the field. I'm going to protect my Crocodile, and I'm going to discharge. And just hopefully, if the Pheromosa is sashed, which it's not. Crocodile protect. I didn't need to protect there really. This is not playing out that great. I think the Gigalith may Earthquake here. But no, Stone Edging. Okay, it does a good chunk of damage. And the Sandstorm subsided. I'm gonna just Earthquake. Although the Pheromosa does resist it, but it's just breaking this sash. That's all I need to do really. And if we can get an Earthquake on, I'm just gonna discharge Earthquake. I know it probably means my Tapu Koko going down. Oh, that is super unfortunate. So I'm going to get the discharge off. That's probably going to pick up the KO on the Pheromosa. It's extremely lucky there. And then, yeah, I'm going to get the Earthquake off on to the Gigalith. And I'll take down my Tapu Koko. This is the problem with, I think, the team. Like, as soon as I lose the Celesteela, I've not really got a partner left for me to freely Earthquake with, and I don't have a lot of protect on my team either, so it does, especially in this sort of situation, it is a bit annoying when I need to Earthquake and I can't freely Earthquake against an opponent that I need to Earthquake again. So you get what I mean. Anyway, we got through that somehow and won 2-0. So that was very fortunate because that high jump kick would have KO'd my Crocodile. I would have got the discharge off, and depending on, I think I would have survived with my Tapu Koko. I would have survived another Stone Edge as long as it didn't crit, and then I would have had the Raichu to bring in, which would be outspeeding the Pheromosa. So I think I might have been able to close the game up, but you never know. So I definitely got lucky there. Anyway, we'll move on to the next game. Crocodile did put in a lot of work there. Crocodile's great. I really think it is. It's not the best Pokemon. It's not got the best speed. It's not got the best bulk. It's got decent typing in this metagame. Okay, so we've got a Japanese player on 1704, and he is running a Alolan Ninetales, Alolan Sandslash, Garchomp, Alolan Muk, Arcanine, and Mischievous. I'd imagine the Mischievous is Eviolite. Gyarados. Gyarados is quite nice here for the Arcanine. And it's nice for the Intimidate as well on the Sandslash and the Garchomp and the Arcanine and Muk really. So I think I will bring the Gyarados here. And what am I going to lead with it? Because I wonder what that Mischievous is going to be doing. Because he could have a Trick Room switch there with the Muk and the Sandslash out of the hill, so it's definitely an option. Okay, let's go with. I'm going to lead Raichu, Gyarados, Celesteela, and I'm going to bring. Do I need my Tapu Koko here? Yeah, I'm going to bring Tapu Koko as my last one. So let's get into it. She is rocking that red and white striped top. I think this is the highest rating player I've had opponent wise on BattleSpot since I've been playing, so this should be quite a good test. I'm going to lead out the Gyarados Raichu, and my opponent will lead out with the Ninetales and Sandslash. So this isn't too bad. I do get Intimidate off onto the Sand Slash, which is quite nice. I think what I want to do, I want to stop the Ninetales getting the Aurora Veil up, if at all possible, and I want to try and get a Dragon Dance up. It's quite risky because if that Sand Slash does go for a Rock Slide and gets a flinch, then it does put a little kink in the plan, but we'll go with that. So I'm going to fake out into the Ninetales, and I'm going to Dragon Dance with my Gyarados, and hopefully if I get it off, then next turn I'll be able to get rid of that Ninetales before it starts doing too much damage. And plan is totally scuppered because the Sand Slash has the Aurora Veil. Okay, but at least we get the Dragon Dance off, so that's at least one thing. That's fine. So what I'm gonna do next turn, I think I could get greedy and go for another Dragon Dance, but I think what I'll do, I'll go for the Hydro Vortex into the Sand Slash, and I'm gonna switch out into my Celesteela from my Raichu. He's free here to just Rock Slide and Blizzard, or I mean, maybe Iron Head into the Raichu, but I doubt it. Oh, Icicle Crash. So is this coming onto the Gyarados? Oh no, onto the Celesteela. That does a decent amount of damage. It's Life Orbed. So here we go. We'll see how much this. I'm not expecting this to KO at all. I mean, he's got the Aurora Veil up now, so it should still do a decent amount of damage. I am +1, even though he has got the Aurora Veil up. So let's see how much it does. Wow, is that a crit? Yeah. Okay, we're getting serious RNG on our sides. This game, and he comes out with the Freeze Dry. That's massive damage. Damn. So I'm down my Gyarados, but yeah, I got extremely lucky there. Right, what I will do now, I'm gonna bring my Tapu in, just to get the electric terrain on the field. I could bring in my Raichu at this point, just for fake out pressure, but I think it's more important, and he's got the Muk. So yeah, this is going to get quite difficult. I'm going to go for... I'm just going to go for the T-Bolt onto the Ninetales, and I'm going to go for a Leech Seed onto the Muk. If I can get a Leech Seed onto it, hopefully it starts chipping it down. But this isn't looking great, even from this position. I've got the Raichu in the back, and without Aurora Veil up, it's just everything becomes so bulky. So we'll keep playing and see how we get on. My Celesteela's not in the worst position. It's not threatened too much by either of these two Pokemon. And that does alright damage. And I get the paralysis onto the Ninetales. And he's fully paralysed. Oh man. I am really getting a lot of the rolls in this match. So, yeah, and the Gunk Shot. This should KO my Tapu Koko. Yeah, straight up. One hit KO. Okay. It depends what his last Pokemon is, because I can get rid of the Ninetales this next turn. But it will depend on what his last Pokemon is. I wonder if it'll be the Garchomp. Because if I can get the match down to just the Muk against my Celesteela, I should win out. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to fake out the Muk. And I'm just going to heavy slam into the Ninetales. Because with paralysing it last turn, I should get the jump on it now just to take it out. Yeah, so he reads straight through that, and it is the Garchomp. So if it was sashed, we can break the potential sash of it. I'll get the heavy slam off here to get rid of the Ninetales, and then you'll just have the Muk to bring back in. So what I will do, I'll go for the Hidden Power Ice onto the Garchomp, and I'll go for the Seed onto the Muk again, which hopefully will play out alright. But like I say, I got very lucky with that crit on the Sand Slash. I don't think it would have killed otherwise. I know it was a Z move and it was a +1, but like I say, they did have the Auroville up. He's not weak. It's not a super effective attack, so I don't know. I'd like to do the calc on that to see, but I wasn't expecting that, and I think the crit really turned the game. And again, the paralysis onto the Ninetales. I mean, you take the RNG when it goes like that in your favour, but it is very unfortunate for my opponent. So like I said, I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Ice onto the Garchomp. Hopefully that'll pick up the KO, and I will go for the Leech Seed onto the Muk. And because of the Surge Surfer ability, my Raichu is faster than the Garchomp. This shouldn't KO. Oh, it will. Okay, so this really changes things. Okay. I didn't think I was at as low health as I was there. So as long as I don't flinch here, yeah, that's fine, and I don't miss. That's great. So that is fine. You can get the. It depends as well. I wonder if the Garchomp has Fire Fang, because that does change everything. Although I'm not going to appreciate just taking Rock Slide after Rock Slide all the time. So this next turn I'm going to protect with my Celesteela just to scout out what he's got, because if he's got the Fire Fang, I think it's pretty much over. Let's scout out what he's got. So I get the Protect off, and the Garchomp is just going for the Rock Slide. Okay, so and he's got the knockoff as well. So I really need to get a Leech Seed off into the Garchomp and start stacking this recovery back and just whittling them down. Right, so I'm just going to Leech Seed the Garchomp. So he protects. That's a nice play from my opponent. He saw right through that. So he's going to knock off the leftovers on my Celesteela now. So it's reducing my recovery. And it does a good amount of damage. Is this the Figgy Berry, maybe? Yeah. So I'm really going to have to. I want to protect here just in case of the flinch, but I need to get a Leech Seed off into the Garchomp desperately. Yeah, and I just hope he doesn't flinch me, because flinching, yeah, if I can get, yeah, flinch, okay. Alright. I'm gonna have to protect again, try and get a bit of health back. The other thing I can hope for is a Rock Slide miss, which would be great, but now I should have just about enough health, pending a crit or anything. I should be able to get the Leech Seed off. I should survive Rock Slide, and oh, right, okay. I think that the HAX gods are shining down on me today, because that is massive. Yeah, a rock slide and that would have definitely KO'd, so that was the only thing it could have really done in that situation. Okay. I don't think there's a lot my opponent can really do, and this isn't really the best way to finish up this episode. So, but in a way, it is. It does show how well I got very lucky, but it is an example of how good Celesteela is at just stalling out with the Leech Seed. It's so bulky, and it can just take attacks, and just win out in a lot of situations. So I can literally just play around this now, and I should be able to just whittle them down and win out. I mean, pending a crit, because if he gets a crit with either the rock slide or the knockoff, it's going to do enough damage to probably to take the Celesteela out. So I'm going to just heavy slam into the Muk and fully expect to take a rock slide. And yeah, so the rock slide's doing a good amount of damage there. I don't get flinched, but that Muk is now in Leech Seed range, so oof. I get a big chunk back from the Garchomp, and that should be the Muk fainted. So it's 1-on-1 now, and I should win out against the Garchomp now. Like, it is really boring to watch, I imagine, but you've got to go for your win conditions, and I went for them and I got a lot of them through the RNG in this match, so I definitely don't feel like I deserve the win here. But that's just Pokemon, it goes like that sometimes, and you've got to take the good RNG when you get it, because there's going to be times where it doesn't go your way, and you have to accept that as well. And I think that's one of the biggest parts of playing the game and learning to accept that I don't really want a heavy slam at this point. No, I will go for the heavy slam. I mean, rock slide and the rough skin damage shouldn't be enough to KO me unless he gets a crit. Nah. And the rough skin damage. And I flinch. Okay, so that's fine. So I can just protect again. But yeah, I think one of the things you've got to learn when playing Pokemon, and it's a hard lesson to learn, is being able to deal with being on the receiving end of bad RNG, because it's the worst thing in a tournament. And I know a lot of people just throw it around all the time and say, yeah, I lost this match because I got haxed and whatnot. But you know, sometimes I think actually realizing that, you know, you've made bad plays at certain points of the game, or you could have possibly done this slightly differently, and that's kind of what led to the hacks going against you. But you've got to accept hacks will happen against you, and you will get bad luck. Now he's getting all the flinches now, which is really doing me a favour, because I can literally just protect, and I'm not attacking him, so I'm not in any risk of taking any rough skin damage. So I'll just protect, and that should be the match there with this last sap of Leech Seed. Anyway, I mumbled on far too much about that. I'll probably do a video at some point in the future about RNG and luck in Pokemon, and how to, I don't know, better approach your thinking towards it in a tournament setting, even when it goes for you. And even if that's just respecting your opponent, if you get all the luck, and, you know, being considerate of how they're feeling, and also how you react as well if it happens to you. And, you know, I think you still got to have that respect for your opponent no matter what. But we probably will look at that at some point, because I think it's something that affects every player, and it's quite an important subject as well. So anyway, those are two great battles. I enjoyed them. I hope you enjoyed them. The last one was super lucky, and I think the one before that I got lucky as well, so it's been a lucky day. I don't know if that made up for me missing out with my microphone in the first two videos or not, but that was that. So I will be back again tomorrow with another couple of videos. Like I said earlier, guys, if you want to see the videos I recorded prior to this without the microphone, let me know in the comments below. If you've liked this video, smash the like button. And yeah, like I always say, if there is any improvements you want to see, if there's any comments that you've got about the videos in general, just leave a comment below. I will get back to you, and I really appreciate you watching. And until next time, I'll see you then. So take care, guys. Bye.